When it comes to peace building, a mediator is also a peacemaker. We have positive peace and negative peace. A mediator can definitely be what considered as a peace builder. A mediator is someone who will help resolve conflict between two or more parties by helping to facilitate communications and promoting understanding. The goal of mediation is to help parties to reach a mutually acceptable agreement. So why the term peacemaker is broader and it can apply to anyone who works to create peace, including diplomats, leaders, activists, etc. A mediator is specified type of peacemaker with more of a role in conflict resolution. Remember, peace building is a process of creating lasting peace by addressing the root causes of conflict and helping parties, the society, to recover from violence, war. It involves also a range of effort aimed at preventing the return of conflict and building sustainable and inclusive society. Peace building can include rebuilding trust between communities, reforming institutions like the police, court, government agencies, supporting economic development and education, promoting human rights and reconciliation, disarming and reintegrating former fighters who have been involved in violence and conflict. It's often a long term process that continue even if after formal peace agreement has been signed. The goal is not just to stop violence, but rather to build a foundation for lasting peace. That's what peace building is all about. Positive peace, according to John Garton, referred to the presence of justice, equity, harmonious relationship within a society, not just the absence of war or violence. Positive focus on building the social system, structures, and values that create sustainable peace. So, what are the key components of positive peace? Well-functioning government, low level of corruption, eradication of corruption, equitable distribution of resources, acceptance of right of others, good relationship with others in the society, high level of human capital in education and health, free flow of information, sound business environment. So these are those components of positive peace. And while negative peace, according to John Gatton, describe the absence of human violence, war, while positive are the structures of absence of structural violence. So, how do we relate this to a mediator? Because why we create peace, why we build peace, we should also not forget that conflict is inevitable while we're creating building structures that foster peaceful living. We shouldn't forget that we are still human, we interact with each other, we do business with other people, we get in we fall in love, we are into relationship, we do a lot of things, family relationship. So by the time we interact with people with different beliefs, we come across people with different way of living, different way of doing things, conflict will also arise. So when it arises, how do we resolve that? That's why I say a mediator is also a peacemaker. Mediation should become one of the structures in positive peace. An institution where violence and conflict arises, then the structure is there to resolve it. Because while we try to build structures that prevent violence, war, we shouldn't forget also that positive peace is not the total as absence of war or violence. It's not the total absence of eradication of conflict. Because we're human, we interact, so conflict will always arise in the workplace. So mediation should be that institution that will aid resolving disputes when conflict arises. While we've talked about other components of positive peace, building structures, functioning government, building a lot of strengthening the police system, mediation should be one of those structures that is there to help people reconcile the differences. So mediators are also peace makers. They build peace by helping to resolve dispute, by helping parties to come to agreement when dispute arises. So definitely in the world, even in the family, even within you, conflict arises. So why we create positive peace, build structures, mediation is one of those structures of positive peace. So mediators are also peacemakers.